Welcome back to PSN Commanders Network. It's your boy Tom. I'm back on another video. And you teach to go to Godfather, God's are now God's open doors to pay with for all you want for people and energies around name pyramid. Today's video, this is the finale of Fix It Franchise Episode 1. And we're going to look at the Commanders roster in totality. How to fix it, right? So we're going to talk about the guys that need to be here, guys that don't need to be here. And after that, you go ahead and I'll give you guys some candidates for free agency. The draft is the draft, so I can't really say who we should draft. We're still in the middle of the season. At this point, we'll be in week 13. If I'm taking a guess, the Commanders will probably be 5 and 6 by the time you guys watch this video. As we go ahead and go face the Miami Dolphins before we go on our bye week. So that's I'm gonna give you guys a list of guys that should be here next year, right? There'll be some names that you'll be surprised that don't need to be here. But when I get to the free agency pickups that we should probably be looking at, you'll see why. So we know we already traded both our defensive ends away already. Montez but already got his extension. Chase be looking to get his. He would not get it here. He's probably not going to San Francisco. But nonetheless, wish him to none but the best. Now, I think some guys we kind of need to move this offseason as well, but we'll get to the guys that need to be here. Number one, Sam Howell. Sam Howell needs to be here. He should be the guy, at least for 2024, at bare minimum. I think he should be the guy for the future. But I get why you probably want to see another year of him before you give him the contract extension. If that makes sense. No problem. No problem. I get it. No problem. After year 3, you'll probably know if he's truly the guy or not, but he should at least be the guy for 2024 bare minimum, right? I think he should be the guy going forward, period, as with other guys like Rio and Pedro and other content creators in our community. But I will understand why you're still a little hesitant and you want to see another year before you put the stamp on it and go ahead and give him the contract. But he needs to be here next year. So he's out the way. Brian Robinson needs to be here next year. Terry McLaurin needs to be here next year. Jahan Dotson needs to be here next year. Sam Cosmi should be here next year. Ricky Stromberg should be here next year. I want to see him play center. I want to see if he can play center in this league before the season's over, and hopefully we can see that because the season's over with already, but none of my business. My fault. By the time you watch the video, the Commanders will be 5 and 7, probably, because it probably beat the Giants and probably lose to the Cowboys, drop us to 5 and 7 on the season, go to the Dolphins game. My fault. I don't know why I think about that. But back to the point ahead. Andrew Wiley, you probably should cut him, but the fact that it'll probably cost you a bunch of dead cap, I would try him at guard. So I move him over to that side to the people that need to be here. Cam Crow needs to be here. Kendall Fuller needs to be here. And Emmanuel Forbes needs to be here. Quan Martin needs to be here. Braden Daniels, I'm iffy on. Put me in the iffy pile. Chris Rodriguez needs to be here next year. Chris Paul needs to be here. Cornelius Lucas needs to be here next year. Cole Turner, I want to see him get some burn next year. Put him in there too. John Bates, yeah, John Bates is fine. Back in the roster. Logan Thomas could be here next year under one condition. He needs to take a huge pay cut. If he doesn't, he can go. But I'm at a point with Logan where veteran minimum is cool, maybe half his salary getting cut, maybe restructuring his contract. I want a true tight end one in here. I really do. But that's pretty much all the guys that need to really be here. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, I guess. But those there maybe too. I'm at a point where I can trade all 4 of them away. I got rid of 2 of them. I can move the other 2 too, if that's what it takes. Honestly, like I'm really at that point, dog. Like I'm really at that point. I need to see some production for them too. I ain't seen nothing from neither one of them 2 this year at all. All John do is want to curse out media members, but don't want to play on the football field. And Deron been mighty quiet, bro. Mighty quiet. He got that contract. So they're kind of pissing me off, but they're going to probably be off the fact they got them big contracts. You saw it and say Curtis Samuel. Okay. Here's why. I'm looking to upgrade. The perfect guy to upgrade was T. Higgins. I said it. I want T. Higgins. I want to pay T. Higgins money. I said it. Boldly said it. I'm not drafting no receivers. I'm tired of doing that. It's time to get a guy that's already proven the league, know what the hell he's doing, and bring him in here. Time to pay somebody back. Give me T. Higgins. I know Curtis and Terry are tight. I get that. I got to upgrade. And we're not cutting Jahan. So he's on a rookie deal. He's getting cheap labor. So obviously we're not cutting Jahan Dotson. Obviously, we're going to get a guy here, probably on a shorter term deal, probably 3 years, probably 17 per. It's gonna cost some money. Hey, don't get twisted. It's cost some money. 18 per, something like that. But T. Higgins with Jahan and Terry is disgusting. Bruh. And a little sprinkle of Diami, stop it. You know what T. Higgins do to this offense, bruh? You can argue that T. Higgins would be the number one receiver here. Arguably. Dead serious. No funny. Dead serious. I'm just saying. T. Higgins with Terry McLaurin sounds disgusting to me. I don't know about you. Just like Amari Cooper with Terry McLaurin would have sounded absolutely insane. And I'm willing to do it. Got $90 million in cap space. You heard me say Charles Leno name. He about to get cut. I'm cutting Charles Leno. I can try to move Logan Thomas, get something for him. Maybe a 7th round pick or something. He been productive this year. Ain't like he ain't been productive. He's up there in age, but, you know. A team that use a number 2 tight end, Mike can use a guy like Logan Thomas. You pay like half his salary, so you shed about half his salary off the books. Get a 7th rounder for him. We can get up to $100 million in cap space, bro. I'm trying to get $100 million in cap space. And I'm going to probably spend most of it. We about to go crazy. So T. Higgins. Upgrade over to Curtis Samuel. Talk about that. I'm drafting a tight end in the 1st round. I want Brock. I said I want to talk about draft, but if I don't get a left tackle in round 1, I want Brock Bowers. Period. It's either that in the 1st round for me, bro. It's either left tackle or Brock Bowers. That's what I want. You sign a free agent tight end. I'm thinking more the Mike Gesicki type of guy. Maybe the Mike Gesicki. My fault, yo. Ooh, sorry. I don't know where that came from. All right. But yeah, Mike Gesicki, maybe Hunter Henry. My number 1 guy be Dalton Schultz. He gonna cost you a bag, though. He's gonna cost you a bag. But Dalton Schultz will be my number 1 guy. Would that be my number 1 guy? Dalton Schultz. But yeah, even Dalton Schultz, Hunter Henry, or Mike Gesicki for me would be one of the 3 guys I'll be looking at. I don't relate no one else on this list. Jimmy Graham is old. Mercedes Lewis is old. Austin Hooper is trash. Mike Gesicki. I said Mike Gesicki is the other guy I'm looking at. He wants like $8 million a season, probably. I think I'll probably not do that. It might be a little too expensive for me. For his caliber player, I'll get Gerald Everett too. That's another guy I'm looking at. So there's a couple of guys in free agency I'm looking to pay that I think is definitely an upgrade athletically, at least over Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas is a good blocker. He's just not athletic anymore, bro. He's just not athletic. I want an athletic freak at tight end. I think that changed. Oh, we need a big wide receiver. If you got a 6'6" tight end who's athletic as hell, you don't need a big receiver. That's your big receiver. So go get one of those guys. Well, keep screaming, we want big wide receivers. Big wide receivers are good in the red zone and all that, but they're not great from 20 to 20 for real. If you're talking Calvin Johnson or something, T.O., Randy Moss, but most bigger receivers aren't fast. Most of them. So, no, I keep what I got. Give me T. Higgins. Go give me a dynamic tight end, either in the draft or in free agency. The left tackle crop ain't good in free agency. So, honestly speaking, I understand if they would have hung on to Leno. I get it. You got to upgrade, bro. I think you really got to go left tackle. Maybe go back into the first round and get a tight end or something like that. But you got to get a dynamic tight end. You got to get a dynamic left tackle, I think. Left guard, I would move Wiley to left guard. I would move. Yeah, I'll probably move Wiley to left guard and have Chris Paul back him up. Yeah, I would do. I'll move Wiley to left guard and have Chris Paul back him up. Wiley's not a tackle. I think Wiley's a much better guard than tackle. So your starting offensive line will be new left tackle in the first round, probably if it's not Brock Bowers. You have Wiley, Stromberg, I believe. This is my opinion. Stromberg, Cosme, and probably a new right tackle. Unless Leno's willing to move to right tackle. I doubt. So you got 2 new tackles and a little switch on the inside. We have probably 3 new starters on the line. Defensive end wise, I would love to get my hands on Danielle Hunter. He's a little up there in age though. So do you want to pay a 30-year-old edge rusher a bunch of money? Probably not. But if it's my choice, I want Brian Burns. I want my hands on Brian Burns. I'm looking to spend money, bro. I'm looking to spend money now. I want to win. Brian Burns, bro. Brian Burns, bro. Brian Burns. At the safety spot, I'm re-signing Cameron Curl, obviously. I'm re-signing Kendall Fuller at corner. I need me a cornerback one in this draft, though. Let's look at the cornerback class, too, in free agency. Look at the cornerback class. Let's look at the cornerback class. Not the free agent class. Let's see what was hitting on. Adoree Jackson, nah. Stephon Gilmore's up there in age. I'm good. I want to resign Kendall Fuller, obviously. Michael Davis is an interesting one. He might be demanding a little too much money for his play, but he's interesting. Jeff Okudah, maybe. He's still relatively young. His projected salary is $14.7 million per season per spot track. I don't think I will pay that for Jeff Okudah, but he's interesting. Rock Ya-Sin to guy I like a lot, actually. Marcus Peters too old. Noah Ogbonnia. I didn't really see him play. Jalen Johnson's the guy I want. That's who I want. Now, it's going to cost you probably about $15, $16 million a season. I'll make 3 big signings. 3. One is an edge rusher, or it's Brian Burns or Danielle Hunter. One's a corner in Jalen Johnson. And the third one, no, it's probably 2 because the tight end signing wouldn't cost much. Like if you sign a Gerald Everett, it shouldn't cost you a bunch of money. Dalton Schultz would be the one guy that costs you a lot of money. Or you want to kind of go the cheaper route, you can go the cheaper route and get a Gerald Everett. I think it's probably better actually to think about it. But if you want to make 3 big signs, it'd be Dalton Schultz, Brian Burns, Dalton Schultz, Jalen Johnson be my 3 big signings. And everything else is re-signing other guys like Kendall Fuller, re-signing Cameron Curl. If you want to keep Gibson, maybe. I want to draft a really dynamic back in the draft, though, so you can probably do that. I like Chris Rodriguez. I like Brian Robinson. Fix the line a little bit by moving Wiley to guard, drafting a tackle. Or try to see Luke at right tackle next year, like a Band-Aid, until you can actually get another right tackle. Maybe drafting a left tackle, cutting Leno. Nobody moves Alamick on the roster. As for defensive end, like I said, I would love to get Brian Burns or Daniel Hunter in my hands. And we can draft an edge rusher in the mid rounds of the draft, develop that guy to be the guy next to him. We can go that route. Linebacker is a huge need. I'm drafting linebacker earliest round 2 if I can. The linebacker class this year ain't looking too hot in free agency, though. So I'm like, I don't think I will sign any guys in free agency. I don't think it's looking too hot. We can check, though. See what it's hitting on, but I don't think it's hitting on nothing. Devin White's a free agent. That's going, whoo, $20 million. Lord Jesus, I don't think I'll pay that. He is 25 years old, though. Bobby Wagner's up there in age. Isaiah Simmons actually having a decent year for the Giants, but I think I'll pass. Maybe he's like a depth signing type of guy, maybe. But he's having such a good year. 16.5 per is way too much for me. I think I might have to pass on that one. Patrick Queen's also a free agent. He's interesting. Jordan Brooks. Kenneth Murray. I like Kenneth Murray, actually. And that'll be much more cost efficient, like about $5 million per season. Kenneth Murray's a guy I will sign. So it's a couple of free agent linebackers that I do like. So you can sign one of those guys too. If after that you put anything else in the draft, you don't have to pay Sam until next year. So at the end of next year, going to 2025. So got 1 year to go crazy. And I think this year you should go crazy. You should revamp the entire roster, try to win it. Like hire Ben Johnson, put Adam Peters in the front office, trade anybody's above 30 for any mid-round draft pick you can get, stack up the daggone salary cap, spend all the daggone money, and go crazy. Go nuts. Save about $30 million for Sam, spend everything else. Everything else. If you got to restructure contracts, you got to tell Terry, hey, Terry, I'm about to get T. Higgins, bro. I'm trying to get T. Higgins, bro. Can you take a restructure, bro? We trying to get T. Higgins. You want to win a Super Bowl, bro? The NFC is wide open. You trying to win a Super Bowl, bro? We can go from this 4-6, struggling, can't win games, to a Super Bowl, bro. You trying to do that, bro? So I'm trying to do that. You trying to do that, bro? Terry will say, heck yeah, I'm trying to do that. What's the restructure? I'm trying to get T. Higgins, bro. I'm trying to get T. Higgins. I'm trying to get Dalton Schultz. I'm trying to get my man Brian Burns in here. And I'm trying to get Jalen Johnson. I'm about to spend the bag. And I draft everything else and watch me win a Super Bowl, bro. You heard it here first. At PSN. You heard it here first. Like, comment, subscribe, man. That's how I would fix the roster. How would you fix the roster? Comment your thoughts, man. Until next time.